Yo, what is good, everyone? I'm going to be going over exactly how I lost $437 this morning trading NQ. I took two trades. I got one break even and one L. I'll show you the executions here. This one was break even. This one got wrecked. Here's the P&L for the day, $437 and 0 cents. Okay, so I'm going to go over exactly why I took these trades and what was going for them. So we'll go into replay. Okay, so at market open, I had two scenarios going into the day. Okay, first scenario that we have a 1 hour bearish right here. I wanted to see price either come up to this 1 hour bearish, we take shorts to the data lows in simple form. And other terms, or in other wording, or the other scenario, Jesus, we had a 15-minute bear or bullish here. If I go on the 1 minute, I wanted to see price resweep this level or come all the way down to take data lows to then go to the 1 hour bearish. So two very key scenarios here, and I'm going to show you exactly what happened. So at market open, we open lower, okay, remanipulating this 15-minute intermediate term low, which was one of my scenarios. I really loved the fact that we made this inversion. One thing I didn't like was I was looking for an even lower time frame inversion just because this fill was so bad and the stop loss would have been really bad. I would have taken this trade, but just wait for the fill. Oh, and we did get a remanipulation. That's right. So the remanipulation here, and then we proceeded to fill or disrespect that IFVG with a really strong fill. Okay, typically I have my stop losses at the swing low, and I mean, just looking at this is a 0.33 RR trade. Okay. In this case, I was literally just targeting the hourly, so I saw some people drag their stops very, very high, which is super uncomfortable for me. Typically, I wouldn't really like that. And, honestly, maybe even targeting an even higher 1-to-1, maybe stops right here. I saw some people take this trade. Personally, this is exactly what I wanted to see at market open. Just really unfortunate that we didn't end up getting a proper fill that I wanted to take comfortably. But as you can see, that hit full TP for a lot of people. A lot of people got a winning day off of that, which was very, very clean, good for them. So at this point, now we've mitigated the hourly. We have another unmitigated 1 hour bearish above. We also have on the 15-minute relative equal highs here and some equal highs right before this 1 hour bearish. So at this point, we're generating liquidity, but I'm not really worried about this 1 hour bearish up here. It'd be nice if we went up and tapped it to get even more confirmation to see data lows, but I think data lows are just so obvious that it was bound to happen with or without hitting this 1 hour bearish. So in this case, we got the 1 hour. Now I can kind of go into my second scenario of the day. In this case, it is a short down to data lows. You see, we did get an inversion here. This is where I entered my first position. Okay, going break even at this level. See, I have it as original break even. This is where I wanted to go break even. In this part of the day, I wish this was replayed as well. What time is that at? 9:48. I'm on the 5-minute chart. 9:48. Okay. So with my break even, ES made equal lows. Okay, this is one thing that I was like, I don't really like that. If anything, I'll just go break even after we get a good amount of displacement. We did push into profit a little bit. Yo, hold up, I need to fix this now. Okay, we'll just erase ES from this equation here. So at this point, ES has already taken my break even after here. I'll go on the 1-minute chart so you guys can see. At this point, my new break even now will be this swing low due to our bullish SMT. Since we do have relative equal highs at this 1 hour bearish, my stop loss is kind of threatened due to us still having sort of a reason to remanipulate, even though our data low is super, super strong. So in this case, I'm perfectly comfortable with going break even at this bottom swing low. And as you can see, we do come back down and we take the break even point. Okay, you may not be able to see it here, or it might be the next candle. Yeah, so we took our break even, and then I got nicked by a tad, and then price proceeded to go full TP. Okay, so this was a really good trade, A plus, A plus trade. I think the break even was a good break even as well. I was comfortable doing it. I didn't really. It wasn't an emotional break even. It was simply just purely mechanical. We have an SMT. My stop loss does feel a little bit threatened due to us having a pretty good draw on liquidity up there, even though our 1 hour rejection wick is very strong. Still, you know what I mean? So I went break even there. Unfortunate, but again, it's not the end of the world. Now I'm going to go into the next trade that I ended up taking, which was a 5-minute IFEG that ended up losing. Okay, so here we go with this. So as you can see below, we have a unmitigated 4-hour bullish, okay, which is a strong draw on liquidity. In this case, I'm using this 5-minute as my condition to frame prices higher or lower. So let's say we respect this 5-minute bearish. I'm looking to take shorts of this unmitigated 4-hour. Okay, if we disrespect it, I'm looking to see us take these relative equal highs with this 1-hour bearish. Okay, so as you can see, we inverse the 5-minute gap, and in this case, ES is also fairly close to some sell side liquidity, being a 4-hour intermediate term low. But again, with this condition, this is simply what my strategy is. I use conditions. I use if this then that scenario. So in this case, we disrespected the 5-minute, which should lead us to take this 1-hour bearish. Okay, so I was very confident in this setup, to be honest. I wasn't really too threatened, maybe a little bit, just because the 4-hour unmitigated is super, super strong of a draw. But again, we are in all-time high conditions, so things like this do happen. A lot of people could call this a pattern trade, just because we have reason to remanipulate. But personally, we swept out of lows. We did have a bullish SMT at the time with that sell side liquidity that ES was close to. We have a very clear draw on liquidity. We did have a 1-hour rejection wick that was fucking big. It was about this big, and I didn't really see it as threatening, just because again we are at all-time highs and the draw on liquidity seems to be higher after we disrespected this 5-minute bearish. So and as you can see, I was going break even at this high here. ES was very close to it, almost putting in an SMT, which would have led me to go break even, but as you can see, unfortunately, we just got fucking manipulated and got crushed on this setup. Okay, so that is my trading day wrapped up in a little video. Personally, I think this 3-minute IFEG was trade of the day. Do I regret going break even? No. Okay, you make a decision, you execute, and you do what you have to do, and you can't be affected by the scenarios. Do I care about this loss? Absolutely not. Okay, losses, at a certain point of your trading are simply just you're just falling on the wrong side of probability, right? It's a statistic to your winning system. Okay, nobody has a 100% win rate. My system statistically is around 70%, so I know if I take 4 setups like this, I will typically win 3 of them. Okay, so personally, I think my trading day today went really, really well. Obviously, it didn't on paper. A lot of people would have a day like this and be like, oh, well, fuck, actually today was shit. Well, at the end of the day, I took 2 very good trades in my opinion. The only thing that was a little bit threatening was this 4-hour bullish. But again, all you have to do is journal, journal, learn from your mistakes if you made any. Follow your rules. To let you guys know, I did start doing live trading in my Discord for absolutely free, obviously. I took both of these on live, and I've been doing it for about 2 weeks now. It's very, very good, very free, very informational. I'm helping a couple people in there, either pass their first evals or get their first payout. If you guys are struggling with, market analysis and just psychology, if you need just somebody to trade with, it's perfect for you then. I'll put the link in the description, and have a great day.